is how I found out I was living inside of a literal haunted house. So thankfully it's not the house that I'm living in right now, but it was my old house, and let me just tell y'all, it was small, creepy, and I always got a bad vibe from it. And what I'm about to share are my top 3 experiences and how I knew that we had to get the hell out of there. So this night is what I feel like started it all and opened a portal for all the demons and monsters and ghosts to come out and haunt us. Y'all know when y'all have a dream inside of a dream and you wake up and you're like, wait, I thought that was real life? That's what I had. So I had a dream inside of my dream that I woke up out of my sleep and I was in my room on my top bunk bed staring at the door. And y'all, being on a bunk bed is crucial to the story, so keep that in mind. So in this dream, I wake up out of my sleep, I shoot up, and I'm looking at my door, and there's a girl standing right there. She's standing at the door, pale as ever. She has long black hair, and she's wearing this white dress. At this point, I cannot see her face. The only thing that I know is that she's a little girl. And I also knew that we didn't have any guests over, so I was like, who the hell is she? So y'all know in horror movies when there's like a ghost or a monster and their mouth opens up wide like they're about to consume something? That's what happened with this girl. So that girl is standing at my doorway and her mouth starts to open and she's coming towards me, and instantly I wake up out of that dream, and now I'm like fully awake. So I shoot up out of my dream and I look up at the doorway, but nothing is there. When I tell y'all, I was freaking out, and here is where the bunk bed is crucial to the story. So I'm at the top of my bunk bed, there's nobody sleeping at the bottom. So keep in mind, I just had this scary dream that I saw a girl there. Tell me why I'm on the top of my bunk bed and I start to feel it shake. My natural instinct was to put the cover over my head, lay back down, because ain't no way in hell was I about to pop my head over the railing to see who was down there. No. I remember I sat there in silence, frozen, waiting for this bed to stop shaking, and I was freaking out the whole entire time, and when I told my parents about this, they did not believe me. But here's why I said that this probably opened up a portal for ghosts and other things to enter inside my house. So after that moment, this is when stuff started to get really, really crazy. So one night I decided to tuck myself into bed while everyone was still awake or getting ready to go to sleep. So at this point, doors closed, lights are off. So now tell me why I'm in my bed and I feel something tug at my collar. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe, I'm just like moving around in my sleep. Maybe that's what caused it. I moved slightly. That was not the case at all. After I adjusted myself and made sure that I was not moving at all, tell me why about 5 minutes later, I feel another tug, but this time it's like tugging at the back of my collar, and I'm like choking at this point. I'm like, who is pulling on my collar? So I take off my shirt, I open the door, and I leave it open, and I tell my parents, can you please have your door open just in case? So after that incident happened, I told my parents, I was like, listen, I need a nightlight for my room. I do not care. Get me one, please. And this last incident is when I knew that I was living inside of a haunted house. So this one day, I decided to rearrange my room, and my bed at this point is facing the window. So basically the bed is like that and the window is right there. So this night in particular, I decided to sleep facing the wall. So now I can't see what's going on behind me. And of course, this night was the night that I got sleep paralysis for the first time. So all I remember is that I woke up from my sleep and I could not move at all. When I tell y'all, my heart was touching my feet, like I was freaking the fuck out. So because I can't move, I can't see what's behind me. Keep that in mind. So about 5 minutes into me freaking out, I hear a ball start bouncing. I can hear it and the ball is far away and it starts to get closer to the point where it starts bouncing underneath my bed. So y'all, keep in mind, I still cannot move. I can't turn around to see what's happening. So I'm hearing this ball bounce underneath my bed, and then all of a sudden it suddenly stops. So when you get chills and you can just feel like the vibe is off? I got that instantly, and I started feeling this vibration, this heavy vibration that something was right next to me. So at this point, while I'm feeling this vibration next to me, my whole body just completely shuts down. I'm sweating, I start crying, and then all of a sudden I'm able to move. I don't think I've ever shot up from my bed so fast in my life. When I had the ability to move, I moved. So I got up, I started screaming. My parents probably thought that there was an intruder in the house. I started screaming, I ran to my door, opened it, ran to my brother's room and said, I'm sleeping here tonight. Then my parents woke up, they started coming into the room, they were like, what's going on, what's going on? I told them exactly what happened, and I told them about my previous experiences about what happened in this house. And after that day, we got the house blessed, and we never heard anything ever again. But y'all, that's how I found out that my house is haunted, and I have so many more stories, but that was just the top 3.